What's up, Mego collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we have more of a informational video today. But we wanted to bring some examples out and do more of an informational request from our Mego super subscriber, T. Stewart. T. Stewart spoke with us about exclusives and variants. And he had some excellent points that he touched on with us. There's really no videos out there that really tie in a lot of the variants and exclusives that are out there all in one video, so to speak, because we all know as Mego collectors, especially now with what we call as in the collecting community now, the Mego or the re-Mego boom that's happening right now with Figures Toy Company. And you need only to look at this video and see this is about maybe 20 plus something Megos that are variants and exclusives that are staring at you right now. And this is, I just simply couldn't fit another 20 exclusives and variants on this staging area for you guys. But for the most part, you know, that's why I said we want this to be more of an informational video. Where do you go get your exclusives? Where do you find the variants? What are you looking for in a variant and an exclusive? What makes an exclusive and what makes a variant? We'll try to cover and touch on all of those things. And we'll give you some pointers and some help, because our super subscriber, T. Stewart, once again raised an interesting question. When you're looking for these guys, and I touched on some of this as well, finding these guys aren't always that easy. It's not that easy all the time. It just simply isn't. I mean, I am by my own proclamation, I am a professional collector. And I pride myself, me and my team here at M.I.B. Master Museum, at seeking out and finding all of the variants, all of the exclusives. Everything you see on this stage right here is a variant and exclusive to some level or another. Rare on one hand, limited on the other. We're going to throw some company names at you that you simply must have. I did a rough count. Me and my team did a rough count. And this is a rough count just for the purposes of this video. We counted over 250 exclusives and variants from 9 different websites. And I'm sure there's much more than that from these websites. You have your 4-packs, you have your 2-pack figures, your 4-pack figure sets. You have your variants to the other variants. One pink cow, molded pink cow, one removable pink cow. Then you have your variants that aren't considered exclusive, and yet they are exclusive variants in their own right, under the radar. We'll give you some, we're going to throw some names at you real quick. I'm going to read a list here. We got a list. We've been doing some homework, T. Stewart. By the way, guys, for our new viewers, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. This is what we do all day, every day. We sit in our museum. We take requests. We have fun with it. And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to throw some names at you real quick. Here's a list of websites that a lot of you guys probably know and a lot of you guys probably don't know or haven't heard of. And we'll start from the top here. And we're going to read them down. There's 9 total. And I'll start with Figures Toy Company. Figures Toy Company carries a massive amount of exclusives. You have your Solomon Grundy right here. Figures Toy Company. Exclusive. But because he's been out for about 4 months now, you'll have to really search the Figures Toy Company's webpage to find him. There's only 500 of this guy in existence on the planet. There's only 500. He's exclusive. Extremely exclusive. So you got Figures Toy Company. You have Big K Toys. Big K Toys carries the famous red card 4 set. Back in 1982, when Mego practically all had but finished going out of business, red cards, red retro cards were printed with no name of the superhero or anything, just plain retro red cards. And those cards had the Riddler, Batgirl, Aquaman, and I want to say, Green Arrow on them. They are exclusives. They're exclusive sets created by Figures Toy Company, now recreated by Figures Toy Company, and you can find those guys at Big K Toys. And you can get the whole set for $94. And Big K Toys carries 2-pack sets, 4-pack sets of the different superheroes, a mixture of superheroes put together on a big card. You have four superheroes on a pack. Exclusives. Pricey, but exclusive. Then you have Batcave Treasures. Then you have Entertainment Earth. Everybody, I think a lot of us have heard of Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth carries the famous Joker inmate uniform Joker with the baseball and a baseball glove. Hard to find, very exclusive, very desirable. He's a variant. He's an exclusive and he's a variant. And he's rare. And you only can find him at Entertainment Earth. And the secondary market, I'll give you another name in a minute. Excelsior Toys. And Excelsior Toys carries the Batman gold card figures that you saw on a previous videos that I put up. I didn't want to put them out today because you've seen them so often on our videos. We did another video similar to this one, not as informational though, but you can get those guys at Excelsior Toys. Only at Excelsior Toys. Limited, exclusive variants. You can't beat it. Toycade. Famous. Toycade is known for the Franken Aquaman. You saw those guys on previous videos. But you only can get those guys at Toycade. And Toycade carries a plethora of other figures. But for the most part, that's their exclusives. They have a couple more exclusives. But for the most part, that's their most popular ones. And if you go to their website, they have about 2 or 3 exclusives that they're selling right now. Then you have Me TV, Memorable Entertainment Television. I know that channel that we all get on our satellite and cable stations. Me TV. Yes, they sell Figures Toy Company Migos. And they have one exclusive that they're carrying. But for the most part, a lot of people didn't know about Me TV. Memorable Entertainment Television. Guys, we've scoured the earth to find these variants and exclusives. Some rarer than others. Like our Cyborg here from Emerald City Comics, which is our last name on our list website. Emerald City Comics carries a 4-pack of the Teen Titans. If you watch our Teen Titan video we did, we spoke about this Cyborg and how special he is. He was signed by George Perez. Let me get in there for you. Right there at the base of his card, near the DC logo, you can see he's been signed by George Perez, the artist that did the artwork. Oh, I almost had an accident there. Sorry about that, guys. Did the artwork for the Teen Titans in 1982 for their first issue, 1982 issue of the Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans. He signed each card, exclusive, super exclusive, and with George Perez's autograph on each of the art print cards. It's going to make the collectability of this particular figure just practically explode by leaps and bounds. And then you have your retro card basic figures. You have your Superman. This Superman hasn't been seen for a while in our museum. He was on our last video, so we get a chance to bring him out for this video. This is the retro card Superman. Only 100 of these guys are made. Only 100. He is not only rare, he is now retired. This particular figure is retired. And no longer can be bought. But on the secondary market, you can find this guy. Now, the secondary market, you're going to have to go to eBay, Amazon, and you could look for different, between the 9 outlets I just gave you, there's always a possibility that, excluding Figures Toy Company, you probably could find him somewhere else. But it's very tough. You're talking about, and I have number 31 of 100. Extremely rare. Extremely exclusive. That's Superman. I've had my Superman in my museum collection for about 2 years now. Then we come to Shazam Jr. We spoke about the regular Shazam Jr. This is the variant Shazam Jr. that you can still find on Figures Toy Company's website. Figures Toy Company will have the majority of the variants and exclusives because they are the ones that are generating and originating these figures and producing these figures. So your best bet for any variant that you want to look for is Figures Toy Company. But Big Bad Toys, Big K Toys, Batcave Treasures, Entertainment Earth, Excelsior Toys, Toycade, Me TV, and Emerald City Comics has close to 100 plus exclusives and variants. And I'll give you those names again very slowly. Big Bad Toy Store, Big K Toys, Batcave Treasures, Entertainment Earth, Excelsior Toys, Toycade Toys, Me TV, and Emerald City Comics. Our Mary Marvel variant, still available, highly collectible. There's our Mary Marvel Kretsky card, only 1,000 made. And here's the variant version of the Mary Marvel. Different outfit, what makes it exclusive, what makes a variant. Sometimes very little, sometimes a lot. This is an entirely different uniform, outfit, colored differently, trimmed in gold. Exclusive, but not hard to find. She's still available on Figures Toy Company's website. And guys, patience is truly a virtue when you're talking about these variants and exclusives. My team and I tirelessly combed through all 9 of these websites on a daily basis. When I'm not looking at it, I got somebody else looking at it. And when they're not looking at it, I got somebody else checking it. Anything that comes across the wire, I'm notified about, if it's a variant or if it's exclusive. There's one site that we left out that is a true wealth of source of knowledge, and that's the Mego Museum. Is another beacon or information network that you can connect to that'll tell you exclusives and variants that's coming down the pipeline, what's new out there, what's due out between the next 3 to 4 month period, things like that. Perfect example, I found out about the Web Hand Aquaman pack 2-pack. There's his brother in the back. The purple card. Here's the red card. I found about that information. Only 300 of these guys were produced per figure. I found out about these guys from Mego Museum. I found out about the Contaminated Cow Batman's release from the Mego Museum. Our bad guys, variants. You've seen these guys in their own videos. They're carried by Toycade and a few other outlets. You can still get these guys. Once again, you're talking about your pricing. Make sure your pricing is where you want to be at for budget. Some of these guys cost a lot. Solomon Grundy was $29. Mary Marvel was $29. Surprisingly enough, my Superman was only $26. Go figure. And I think he's a little more rare than these two guys. My Batman, only 100 made. My Robin, retro card Batman, only 100 of these guys were produced. They're no longer available. They're sold out and retired. You have to get these guys now at this point on the secondary market. And believe me, guys, as big as my collection is here at the M.I.B. Master Museum, there are still things out there that I myself simply cannot get or have access to because of just the rarity and the difficulty of trying to find these guys. So you can do all the research in the world, but at some point, even that won't be enough. Sometimes plain old luck has to factor in. And we're looking at my my Scarecrow. Kresge card Scarecrow. Still available on Figures Toy Company's website. All the Kresge cards are pretty much available on Figures Toy Company's website. There's only a few out there that's not available. There's only 1,000 of that Scarecrow, by the way. All the Kresge cards that you're seeing right here from my purple card, Kresge card, Aquaman, all the way down to Green Arrow. Only 1,000 of those guys were made. Variant, no. Exclusive, extremely. And there's more than that. There's a removable cowl Batman. We did him. There's a removable mask Robin. Red card. You don't see him up here. You can find him on Big K Toys website. Just want to give you an idea. Just an idea. Because, I mean, believe it or not, there's a lot of the figures that I simply don't want or have a need for at this particular time. So a lot of collectors, and people that just out there, just mainstream collectors, that just pretty much want a few exclusives and figures. We want to give you a list of what you really want to look for. You want to narrow that list down for Batman, for Robin, for Batgirl, for Aquaman. These figures that you see right here pretty much can set it up for you. We have a we just placed an order for another Batgirl exclusive variant. You can call her a variant, but we'll be doing a video on her as well. We once again we want to show you these Mego figures, how they were decades ago. So that Batgirl that we ordered pretty much is original, and she's set back to when she first came out in the 1970s. So you get a chance to kind of see how she looked and how she was designed from that time period. And Figures Toy Company did a beautiful job at replicating her. But she's another variant. She's considered a variant, not so much as an exclusive. So there's some variants and exclusives that I've placed orders for that simply aren't up here, you know. And we want you guys to tune in and check that out. But we've given you 9 websites. We've given you some insight pricing wise of what you should be looking for, because these guys shouldn't be that expensive. They're exclusive and variants, but they're not that expensive, particularly if you're just looking for a number of Batman, a number of Mary Marvels, a number of Shazam Juniors, and definitely a number of Aquaman, because as you can see, there's a ton of Aquaman out there. So I had to narrow it down. I wanted the exclusive web hand Aquaman. Only 300 made of these guys. I wanted a ton of Batman. I wanted all the pink cowl Batman. I had to have both of them. Exclusive. Only 600 of this guy was made. 500 of this guy. And I have to have Batgirl because she's so cool. I wanted her in her famous black outfit and her gray outfit. And we have videos on both of these guys. So check out our video library on our channel. Egghead Shame and the Mad Hatter. I had to have variants of these guys because, once again, they're so cool. Scarecrow, to me, is in a league all by himself because he's so aesthetically cool to look at. And he's on a Kretzky card. And it's only 1,000 of him in existence. Had to get him. So it's what you want. It's our Kretzky card Robin. Only 1,000 produced. It's our retro card Robin. Only 100 produced. Same with our Batman. Only 100 produced of this retro card Batman. It's what you want, what you are looking for. What's your preference? But we wanted to give you, like I said, the names of the stores, a few of those figures that you can find at those stores. And then in the process of going to those stores, what else you can find on those websites. Guys, we hope this was as fun and as educational as we felt it was. We hope that was for you as well. We wanted to thank T. Stewart again. We wanted to put this together and hopefully kind of shed some light on what's exclusive, what's a variant, where can you find these guys, as opposed to just, looking for a needle in a haystack. We want to put some names to some places that you can get your hands on some of these guys. And with that being said, guys, God bless. And keep collecting. T. Stewart, we appreciate the support, buddy. We really do. Thanks again. Take care.